Dear children, today I will discuss applications of dimensional analysis. So last class I told you mainly there are three applications of the dimensional analysis. First one, you may check the correctness of a formula, whether that formula is correct or not. Correctness means dimensional correctness. Dimensionally it is correct or not, that you can find using the dimensional analysis. Second one, to derive the relationship among various physical quantities. Suppose speed of sound in air or gases. Experimentally it is found that the speed of sound depends upon, suppose nature of the medium or elasticity of the medium. Then you can find a relationship between the speed of sound and nature of the medium. Nature of medium means there are two factors. For example, I will discuss later on. The third application, to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another. Suppose the value of energy given in one system, it is 50 joule. Then what is the energy in the other system? Suppose SI system, it is given in joules. Then what is the value of that energy in the CGS system? That means 50 joule, how many hours? You can convert using the dimensional analysis. So there are three applications. Now I will discuss one by one. First one is to check the correctness of a formula. Suppose one formula is given to you and you will check whether it is correct or not. This is due to the principle of homogeneity of an equation. Homogeneity means according to that, each and every term of an equation must have the same dimensional formula. For example, I will give you, suppose an equation given to you, V is equal to U plus AT. Whether this formula is dimensionally correct or not, that let us see. So to find to check the correctness of the relation, you will find the dimensional formula of each and every term. And if the dimensional formula of all the terms are same, then it is dimensionally correct. Remember one thing, suppose U plus 80. Two terms will be added provided they have the same dimensional formula. Physically, one velocity can be added to another velocity only. We cannot add velocity with force, force with energy, density with mass. You cannot add like that. So, a velocity here, V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A is the acceleration, T is the time, and we have to check whether it is dimensionally correct or not. Let us find one by one. Left hand side, what is the dimension? In the left hand side is velocity. You know the dimension from velocity is L T minus 1. Velocity is equal to displacement by time. Displacement is the length by time, T minus 1. What about the right hand side? In the right hand side, U plus AT. U is initial velocity. It is another velocity. So it will have the dimension LT minus 1. What about the second term? In the second term, acceleration into time. Acceleration has the dimension LT minus 2 into T. For time it is T. Now what you have got? LT minus 1 plus LT minus 1. That is LT minus 1. No need to write 2 times LT minus 1 because we are writing only the dimension. Because velocity dimension LT minus 1, velocity dimension also LT minus 1. Two velocities are added, you are getting another velocity. So, left hand side dimensional formula is lt minus 1. Right hand side dimensional formula also lt minus 1. So, it is dimensionally correct. This is just one example based on this application to check the correctness of a formula. Now let us check the dimensional correctness of this relation. T is equal to 2 pi square root of L by G. Here T represents the time period of a simple pendulum. L represents the effective length of a simple pendulum, and G represents acceleration due to gravity. Now, as before, we will find the dimensional formula on both sides. In the left hand side, it is T, time period. Time period, so it is T. So, we can write here M0, M0, T1. Only time is there, mass is not there, length is also not there. I can write M0, M0, T1. If you simply write it T to the power 1 also, no problem. Now, right hand side. In the right hand side, what is there? 2 pi root over L by G. So 2 pi root over L by G. 2 pi is a constant. Means it is dimensionless. This is a constant which has no dimension. But there are certain constants having dimensions. Dimensional constants are also there. Yesterday, in our last class, we have solved. We have found the dimensional formula, gravitational constant, Planck's constant. So they are dimensional constants. 2 pi, the pi is a constant having no dimension. It is dimensionless constant. So no dimension for 2 pi. Only L is having dimension, G is having dimension. So what I can write? For L, I will write here L divided by acceleration. G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration, it will have the dimensions of acceleration. L T minus 2 root over, that means L cancel out. T to the power 2 root over means power is half, so only T to the power 1. You can also write M0 L0 T1. So this formula is dimensionally correct because left hand side and right hand side, they have the same dimensional formula. Let us solve another question based on this first application. Suppose it is given the distance covered by a body varies with time by the relation x is equal to a plus bt plus ct square, where x is the distance, t is the time, and a, b, c are constants. And you have to find the dimensions of the constants a, b, c. Question understood? It is given the distance covered by a body varies with time as per the relation x equal to a plus bt plus ct square, where x is the distance, t is the time, and you have to find the dimensions of a, b and c. And according to the principle of homogeneity of dimensions, that means according to principle of homogeneity, the dimension of each and every term remains same, constant. That means dimension of x same as the dimension of a, same as the dimension of bt, same as the dimension of ct square. So dimension of a is same as the dimension of x. That means L, only length, distance, x is the distance. And dimension of x same as the dimension of bt. So b is equal to x by t. Dimension of b is equal to dimension of x by dimension of t. L, this is by t. That means L t minus 1. This is the dimensional formula for b. Similarly, dimension of x same as the dimension of ct square. So x is equal to ct square. So dimension of c is equal to x by t square. Dimension of x by dimension of t square. That means L by t square. That means L t minus 2. So this way you can find the dimension of this constant A, B, C. Some of the questions it may be given what is the dimensional formula of A by B. So you have to find dimension formula of A, dimensional formula of B, divide it. Now I will solve one more question based on this first application of dimensional analysis, that is principle of homogeneity of dimensions. Now I am giving you a question. You solve it immediately. Pause the video and solve. It is given P plus A by B square into B minus B is equal to RT. What are the terms? Here P represents pressure, B represents volume, A and B are constants, R is the universal gas constant, T is the temperature. Now pause the video and find out the dimensions of A and B. It is same as the previous examples. Okay. Now suppose you have solved. Let us check the answer. Now how you will find P plus A by B square? These two terms are added. What I told you, terms are added provided they have the same dimensional formula. So dimensional formula of P will be same as that of dimensional formula of A by B square. So P is equal to A by B square and A is equal to P into B square. That means dimension of A equal to dimension of P into dimension of B square. Here P is the pressure. What is the dimension formula of pressure? Pressure equal to force by area. Force is mL T minus 2 divided by area is L square. Any area, length into length, length into breadth, L into L square. Suppose area of a circle, pi r square, radius square. That pi is a constant, no dimension. R square, L square. So dimension of area is L square. So what you will get? M L minus 1 T minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of pressure. So pressure is M L minus 1 T minus 2 into V square. V is the volume and volume is L cube. So L to the power 6. So final what you will get? This is equal to M1 L5 T minus 2. Is it correct? M1 L minus 1 L6. So L to the 5 T minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of A. And for dimensional formula of B, it is very simple. It is V minus T. So V and P both should have the same dimension because it is subtracted. Minus sign is there, plus minus sign. They should have the same dimensional formula according to principle of homogeneity. So dimension of a B is equal to dimension of a V, that is M to the power 3. So this is a previous year JEE question. This type of questions are also coming in the PBQI. Please solve like that more questions. I will be sending questions and you solve it and send me.